What's cracking, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub, Chris Woodburn, coming at you with another reaction. Today we got Mike, the Killer Kalinowski, taking on the littlest of evils, JTE. This is going to be a great fucking match. Let's get it cracking. Yeah! The new commissioner!
Oh, yeah. Hey, Grace, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Just getting used to everything, trying to get my bearings around.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you. We're thrilled. You're going to be so much better than Christian. So happy you're here.
Well, it's a daunting task. I hope to be an impartial voice for the league for the next few weeks. Speaking of that, actually, the reason I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of the tape and figuring out all the pieces of this puzzle here, and
sure.
I think your talents are fantastic. You're bringing all this great voice to the Lion's Den.
Okay.
I want the post interviews to kind of be a little bit different, be a little bit more impartial, more focused on the gameplay. So I've been watching some stuff and getting some feedback, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Emma be the post game interviewer. And then you, whenever the Lions
Den. For the Lions Den.
For all of the matches when she's available. And then you, whenever the Lions Den is competing, you would be there as one of their voices, one of their managers.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Are you saying that Emma is more impartial of an interviewer than I am?
Yeah, I feel like it's better to not have someone from the league
interview their own people. Have you seen her fucking interview? She's such a Girl Scout.
She's a neutral voice.
No, she's not. She's always rooting for Captain America on every single match. Are you serious? So you're banning me from interviews? You're saying that I can't do them?
It's not a ban. I just want you to focus more on the managing of the league.
That's a ban, Thad. Are you fucking kidding me? That is such horseshit. Like, you know what? Go fuck yourself, Thad. Thanks.
Well, that went well.
Now that this is your third win here, next you're going to go against either Kalinowski or Brienne. What are your thoughts? Do you have any opinions on either one of those?
I could beat either of them. I don't really. I mean, listen, they've been here for a little while, and there's times where I'm like, oh, they got that one. I'm surprised because honestly, I think they're both decent players. I just don't think they're anywhere close to our level.
No, they're not.
So,
Who is?
I mean, listen, I don't take any two match lightly, so I will defeat whoever gets put in front of me next.
Absolutely.
But I'm looking to the championship, and I'm looking forward to spectacular. That's all I really care about.
I'm becoming more of a well-rounded player, I think, with my studying and the Schmoedown fans. You guys were fantastic, and that helped a lot. So I've got some great fans behind me. But JTE, these are competitors that when I first started, they were at the top. These are the guys. So now here I am making my way into that. So I think I've proven myself. So it's gonna be a match.
I had to go through Bibiani. I had to then go through this tournament. I had to go through the one and only McWeenie. And then my own brother, Jeff Snyder, I had to shed blood and tears just to get to this point. I'm not going to lose to some guy named Mike.
Right, taking care of Makuga, so I'm going against JT now. So I'm excited for this one. I've watched all his matches. This guy, he got a rough go of it. People were kind of giving him some crap starting early on, but that guy has learned from every single match on. He knows his stuff, so I'm not going to underestimate him. I'm not going to get cocky or overconfident, but I know what I'm doing right now, and I'm going for it.
Yeah!
Look at this! We have a big match on hand today. This is a movie trivia Schmoedown, the ultimate Schmoedown singles division semi-final matchup. I'm Ken Napzok with a guy who knows this tournament the ups, the downs, and this game inside out, the former champion, the outlaw, John Roca.
I'll tell you, semifinals is a nerve-wracking situation. You're this close to the finals, a lot of pressure, and can they do it? Both these men come in with some surprising runs in this tournament, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Absolutely. Let's talk about that. Both these guys have had ups and downs. With Kalinowski, it was a little bit of a rough start in the Schmoedown overall.
Yeah, this is a new school versus old school battle. Kalinowski started the slow this year. He had a loss against McWeeny, and then getting eliminated quick in the free-for-all, which, was a joy for me to see. But then he went on a tear in the Intergeekdom and the singles since his loss to McWeeny in February. Kalinowski is 3-0 with a total record of 4-1. And the big stat, though, is his knockouts. This is what's amazing. He has knocked out 3 out of his 4 victories are knockouts, earning him a new nickname. Not Killer Kalinowski anymore, KO Kalinowski, and he's looked unstoppable in the tourney, and he knocked out Josh Makuga. Not TKO, knockout. It was something to see, which had never been done. And then, of course, just recently in his last match, he TKO'd his arch nemesis, Breanne Chandler, to earn the spot here in the semis.
Right, the semifinals, and he's facing, of course, Little Evil JTE. He has a storied, historied past here in the Schmoedown, going back to even to 2014. And, in fact, he and Jeff Snyder are the champs. The Patriots are dominant. They're absolutely dominant in the teams division. But in the singles, JTE, he'd reached a point where he hadn't had a singles match victory since, 2014, and he had fallen. He was America's hero. He was everyone's hero. He took this turn with this decision to spurn Clark Wolf in some people's eyes. And you see him here now. He has bounced back. He's a candidate for comeback player of the year, if not player of the year.
Agreed.
He's got victories over Bibiani. Me, when I tried to shut him up and I couldn't do it, I fully admit I tried and I got pushed down the hill. Drew McWinney, that is no small defeat. And then Jeff Snyder, brother to brother, this emotional battle, and we thought maybe the egos would get in the way, and there's a love between them. Every villain is a hero in their own story, and that might be JTE's run right now. Brings him in. He's suffered some losses. His record is a little bit different than Kalinowski's, but it also shows a long-term staying power here in the Schmoedown.
Yeah, in college football, you schedule a team that you can beat, and you schedule homecoming. JTE was Appalachian State for a long, long time. He is now Alabama. He is really bringing it with the Thunder. Who saw this coming? And it's been amazing to watch his rise.
I'm going to have to take your word for it. I don't watch after-school sports, but I tell you, that sounds right. And there's a lot of drama going on in the Lions Den, too. Snyder's not here, and Draco's not here. Sometimes one of Tom Dagnino. I don't smell his cologne at all. No. And then the interim commissioner, Thad Williams, banned Grace Hancock, the lioness, the queen of the jungle, from the interviews. She was interviewing only her team. It got a little weird. He wanted to kind of quell the fire between her and Emma Fife, and she might be here walking out today. I don't know yet. We haven't heard word from backstage, but there's a lot of drama around the Lions Den, John.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch. I didn't expect this. I thought that they would come in and maybe we'd put them out. I thought we would put them out. Numerous teams thought they could put the Lions Den out.
Right.
You can't put this team out. They're amazing, but they bring a lot of drama, and so the Grace situation is not a surprise.
Absolutely. You and I saying some nice things, but let's hear what they're saying back there.
Here we are, semifinals, opening. All I gotta say at this point is thank God I'm not facing McWeeny. That's all I was worried about on my side of the bracket. So here I am. I'm ready to go. I got a shot at this thing. Let's just get this thing going here.
Well, here we go again. Another opponent, somebody who some people out there think is going to beat me. Same record, same single, just round and round, and every time I have to do the record scratch. Sorry, guys.
My thoughts on JT. I gotta say, him and Makuga, those are two of the guys that when I first started getting involved with this, those were the guys that I was watching and I never got a match against. And I was always hoping to go against those guys because I've always felt we were very similar play styles. We had a really good broad base. There was not like a category that was going to kill us or a category that we were going to dominate at. So those were the two guys, and I knew I had to work my way up to them. So I've already taken care of Makuga, so I'm going against JT now.
I don't understand why people like him so much. He's so vanilla. It is literally, there's nothing there. It's like, he's just there. It's like a cutout. I could literally come out of here and put a cutout cardboard, and it would be Mike Kalinowski. He's vanilla. His name is Mike Kalinowski. Kalinowski? That works.
My opponent is calling me vanilla. In the chat rooms, they're calling me white bread. Stale white bread. You know what happens when you eat stale white bread? You choke on it. That's what's happened to all these people in the past before. So, JT, if you need some water, I'll have some water on the table for you when you start choking on it.
Everyone knows I enjoy having this pellet. Just to show you, I had to go through Bibiani. I had to then go through this tournament. I had to go through the one and only McWeeny. And then my own brother, Jeff Snyder. I had to shed blood and tears just to get to this point. I'm not going to lose to some guy named Mike.
JT, man, bring your whole team. Bring the Patriots. Bring Grace. Bring everyone. Bring Dagnito. Bring them all there. Let them cheer you on. I don't need any of that. I'm vanilla, fine, whatever. It's going to come down to the end there, hopefully for you. But in the chat, someone's called me KO Kalinowski. So guess what, buddy? I don't think you're going to make it to the third round.
I've already taken out the best. This is just like a warm-up before the championship match. I'm coming for you, Sam Levine. I don't know how you made this far. Sometimes luck happens in these tournaments. And he's on the side of luck. I'm on the side of skill. And that's why I'm going to win this whole damn thing.
I'm going with JTE in this match.
All right, you see, JTE, he is pretty confident going in, calling.
I like you, Kalinowski. You're a much more likable competitor in the Schmoedown, but I gotta give the edge to JTE. The man is hot. He is hot. I give him the slight edge.
Mike Kalinowski, Mike Vanilla-owski, because he's vanilla is what he's saying there.
Wow.
And Kalinowski is taking that in stride. He's seen this nice. He is a gentleman.
He is.
He has every right to be overly cocky and confident. He's not. He knows what has got him here. It's going to be interesting. This will be a battle of two different style of egos here today. So, with that, are you ready?
I'm absolutely ready. Let's get this on.
Let's do it. Then let's get ready to Schmoedown. 3 rounds to a finish in the semifinal here. The winner will face the inglorious one, Sam Levine, in a battle. Levine versus one of these two guys. Either one is going to make for something good. Let's get ready to do it. Here you go. Introducing first, representing the Lions Den.
Ugh. I hate
One
this.
half of the Schmoedown team champions of the world, the Patriots.
I fucking hate this song. Drives me fucking bananas.
A single record of 7 wins and 6 defeats. He is Little Evil JTE. Whoa!
Getting Grace appearance.
Grace is here. The Lioness is there. JT's on. He's got the belt right. Great. They make Grace, I don't know what's going on up there. Honestly, you fought these guys more than I have. Sometimes I'm amazed at what goes on.
Listen, JTE comes, he doesn't have to hold it right side up or upside down. It doesn't matter. He's been the champion so long, he can hold the belt as he pleases.
If you have the belt, you can hold it any way you want. Yep. And now, his opponent, representing DC Movie News and the League, with a record of 4 wins, 1 defeat, and 3 knockouts. He is Mike KO Kalinowski. What a hero there. What a hero. Look at that guy.
Look at that. He's ready to go.
Absolutely. All right.
I like the cut of his chin.
So the team, where they at? Were they popping off? I smell them around where they. I finally get to face this guy and I don't see the whole entourage. What's going on? I feel gypped here.
All right, these guys are ready. And I got so excited. The quick tail of the tape. Kalinowski, comic book movies, Bond movies, and winning you over with a smile. JT, his strength, Sly and Arnie, action adventure coming up, clutch. He's always got some big answers late in the game. All right, with that out of the way, John, I'm ready. Are you guys ready? We're going to explain the rules to round 1 first.
Are you ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. Boys, you guys have done this numerous times. We got to do it for the fans out there. First round is 8 questions, 1 point each. You don't get any points taken away for a loss, and there's no steal either. But if you get all 8 right, you get an extra question. Extra credit worth 1 point. Am I correct on that?
Yes,
and of course,
you're right.
remember the JTE rule written for JTE. You can only ask to repeat a question 3 times throughout the entire game. It doesn't count for the options, but it counts only for the questions.
All right, with that, the rules in place. Mike, are you ready?
Let's do it.
JTE, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whoa.
All right, John, are you ready?
I'm absolutely ready. I can't wait.
Then it's time for the movie trivia
Schmoedown.
3 rounds to a finish. Round 1, 8 questions. First question coming in the category of animated. To save her ill son, A field mouse must seek the aid from a colony of rats in what animated feature? You know, John, I raised rats as a child.
Really?
Yep.
On
Yep.
the roof? Or where would
No,
you
in
have
my
those?
bedroom, I didn't have a lot of friends.
Wow. That's surprising. You're like Ben and Willard. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Hey.
1.
Pens down. Mike Kalinowski.
I took a guess. I said the secret of Nim.
Your guess is right. 1 point. JTE.
Secret of Nim.
All right,
Let's see that, JT. Let's see that.
Let's see that.
Let's see that, JT. Maybe we show it to the judges.
Oh, secret.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
The M's in front of the H
Yeah,
next
but
time. But all right.
you know, we'll work that.
We know his spelling.
It's not a 3.
All right, your
Second
next
question.
category is comedies. What was Will Ferrell's name in Old School?
We talked about old school. Where's the new school?
I'd like to go back to school now. I bet I'd do a lot better.
I'm gonna need to soon. And 5,
Frank the
4,
Tank.
3, 2, and 1. JTE.
Frank the Tank.
That is
Yes.
correct for second point.
I just put the tank.
It is Frank the Tank.
Frank is the name.
We said
never called
name,
the
not
tank.
nickname. We said name, not nickname. I think that was
You're-
clear. But if you want to challenge
you
it,
do have
only
a
get-
challenge.
How many do you get? 1 or 2?
You get 1.
You get 1. Do you want to make it a 1-point question?
No, I'll give it to him.
All right, he's going to take it there. All right, we'll see there. All right, Frank the Tank. All right, question 3. Question 3 is in the category of directors. Who wrote and directed the 2015 sci-fi drama Midnight Special? Can't remember the last time I've been awake at midnight.
I've had a few midnight specials
All right.
in the 70s. It was a TV show.
Adam McKay.
5, 3,
2, 1.
Pens down. Looking for answers from Mike Kalinowski.
It's not right, but Ty Sheridan.
That is incorrect.
The guy that did Mud, I can't remember his name.
Answer is Jeff Nichols.
Jeff
not
Nichols.
blank.
Damn it.
All right, 2-1. 2-1.
frustration.
JTE
Yeah.
losing his cool little bit hair.
All right. Let's move
All
on to your
right.
next category. Question number 4. Is that correct?
It is right.
Horror thriller. What actress plays a possessed cheerleader in Jennifer's Body?
All right. I wasn't not a fan of cheerleaders in high school.
You
Not in the movies. Yeah.
couldn't drag me to this one. For
Megan
numerous
Fox.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
5, 4.
Can I get repeat the question? I know who it is. I'm just trying to.
All right.
There you go.
What actress plays a possessed cheerleader in Jennifer's Body?
Oh, what's her name?
He is trying to stall. He's
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
all right. Looking for an answer first from JTE.
Megan Fox.
That is correct.
Whoa!
Stalling will have worked. Mike.
Megan Fox.
All right. There you go.
JT, one more time, please.
Oh, sorry.
Please show the judges.
Please show the
I did say it
judges.
first.
All right. All right. 5th question coming in. Category is fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. What hasn't happened for 18 years in Children of Men? Children of Men.
Yeah. Is there something you haven't done for 18 years?
Yes, have sex.
Oh! Wow, you just went there. No subtlety or nuance.
right.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, looking for an
Marriages?
answer from Mike Kalinowski.
Birth of a child.
That is correct. 3 points. JT.
Or someone gave birth.
That is correct as well. Question 6 coming down, John.
Yes, the category is comic book movies.
Right.
What actor provided the voice of Ultron in Avengers Age of Ultron? This is like a negative 1 point. This is like
Really?
so easy.
So
James
if
Spader.
you get it right, you lose.
yeah,
Oh,
right. If you
that's
get it
fair.
wrong, you should lose.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, looking for an answer here from JT first.
I forgot his last name. I know this is wrong. I said David Slade.
David Slade.
Slade.
David, I mean, that sounds like a rock star's concert.
Can't
I
remember
want
his
to
last
see.
name.
Well, you didn't remember his first.
I'll help you remember.
Yeah.
James Spader.
That is
Oh,
correct.
that's swagger.
Tie up the game there. Tied up the game.
I should have got that one, man. Damn.
All right, 7th question.
I would like to have seen David Spade do
Yeah.
the voice of all time. Though. That would have been good.
I think he's snarky, right?
David Slade or David Spade? Which
I
one
said
would you want?
Slade, but still.
You meant David Spade.
All right.
Sure.
Sure.
7th question, guys. Category is action-adventure. Action-adventure. Actress Lucy Liu plays Princess Pepe in what action comedy? Did I say that right, John?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
Yes. Don't be self-conscious about it. I think it's Pepe, actually.
Pepe?
Yeah, it's not PP.
I mean, if I'm going to mess up, err on the side of P.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, looking for an answer from Mike Kalinowski.
Shanghai Knights?
Oh, no, close.
That would be Shanghai Noon.
JT with a 5th point.
That's the first one.
There we go.
All right, comes down to a word sometimes. All right, we got the final question coming in here, John. Not a perfect round, but it's been a hot round here.
Yeah, I like it. This is the way it should start. All right, the category is sports. Who played quarterback Paul Crewe in the original The Longest Yard? Oh, so much anger from the crowd.
That's good. John, you ever been to prison or played quarterback?
I played quarterback with a guy in prison.
Burt
Yes.
Reynolds.
Perfect.
Yeah. For a guy?
That's a good answer. I'll accept that one legally.
Yeah. Those were the days. No concussions then, let me tell you. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, pens down. JTE.
Is it Paul Newman?
Incorrect. Incorrect. Mike Kalinowski.
To tie it
The
up.
stash, Burt Reynolds.
That's right. Tie it up out of the first
10 for 10, my friend.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Great first round.
Barn burner going on here, boys.
Punch and punch in that one there. John, the tension, the crowd's tense, we're tense, the world's tense.
I missed some easy ones.
You got to wonder if there was a little bit some bumbles from JT there. David Slade, great rock concert we've never been to, but not the answer we're looking for. But you know what? It is all tied up as we enter round 2. This is what we know as the wheel round, John.
Yeah, all right, gentlemen. In the second round, you guys know how this works. We'll explain it for the fans watching at home. Spin that wheel. You get one spin. If you don't like the category you land on, you can spin again. But once it lands on that category, you've got to take it. 2 points for each question, 4 questions. You can steal in this round as well. You can go to multiple choice, but it goes down to 1 point instead of 2 points. And if you steal off a 2 point, you cannot ask for the multiple choice. All right?
All right, are you guys ready? All right, as it is tied up at 5, Mike, you are favored coming into this match. You have the right to choose to spin first or pass it off to him if you'd like.
Choosing to spin first does well for me, so I'm going to choose to spin first, please.
All right, he is going to spin first. Give us a good spin. Coming on in. That's a good spin. I like that style there. I like that style.
That's Superman spin.
That is a lot of rotation there. It's past opponents. It's coming up so Scarlett Johansson.
good with
Joe, you gonna
Scarlett.
keep it? You're gonna spin again. Tempt fate. What are you gonna do?
It's a tough position to be in.
Yeah, that's a good. I'm going to spin again.
He's gonna spin again. All right, get a good spin there. Goes a little bit of different style. Lot of rotation. That was a strong spin.
Come on.
Strong spin, John.
That's a Justice League spin. If I ever saw it.
It was.
A little too much. A little. It's a director's cut. It's extra long, that thing.
Passes. It's coming down to that same area. Might have it paid off. And Arnie. All right.
This is a strength
with it.
This
Yeah,
is the
gotta
strength
keep
of
it, but it's a good one.
He's got to keep
It's his
it.
strength, but
What's interesting here is that, as they just said, JT's strength is Sly and Arnie movies. So it's possible. So let's go here.
I was just asking him to see how we would do against each other against it. So let's see.
The game may turn on this category.
I'll deliver these questions, John, if you don't mind. All right, love to do it. 4 questions to you. You do have 3 JTE rules left at this time. First question. In 1984's The Terminator, what type of establishment does Sarah Connor hide out in to wait for the cops before the Terminator and Reese find her?
Bar. The nightclub. The nightclub.
I'll go multiple choice.
All right. A diner. B, nightclub. C, garage. D, pet store.
Nightclub.
It's a nightclub.
That is correct for a point.
I knew it. I thought she left after that. Yeah, I thought she left from there.
All right. Second question. James Cameron shares screenplay credits with Sylvester Stallone for his work on which of his films?
I tell you what, these are some tough line articles.
Gonna need an answer here.
Repeat the question.
All right, a repeat is in. James Cameron shares screenplay credit with Sylvester Stallone for his work on which of his films?
Multiple choice.
A. Tango and Cash. B. Rocky IV. C. Rambo Part 2. D. Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
You guess.
I'm going cliffhanger.
Need answer here. 5. Cliffhanger. Incorrect.
That would be Rambo First Blood Part 2.
That is correct. A 1 point steal from JTE to tie the game.
It's the danger sometimes when you pick that second
tough
spin.
one.
You just
I
never
knew
know
it.
what's
Damn.
Right away.
All right. Name the actor who played Arnold's son in the Christmas classic Jingle All the Way.
Jake Lloyd.
That's correct.
Jake
2
Lloyd.
points. 2 points. All right. Misa liked that answer. Fourth question. Who was the boxer that played Mason the Line
Antonio
Dixon
Tarver.
in Rocky Balboa?
Antonio Tarver.
Oh, who was it? Shit.
Antonio
Multiple choice.
Tarver.
A.
knew it.
Antonio Tarver. B. Tommy Morrison. C. Riddick Bowe. D. Peter McNeely.
Tarver. Tarver.
Can I hear the answer one more time, please?
A. Antonio Tarver. B. Tommy Morrison. C. Riddick Bowe. D. Peter McNeely.
Tarver.
D.
Incorrect.
That'd be Antonio Tarver.
That is correct for a steal. JTE gets a 1 point steal. All right, you see there 4 questions in that round. 3 points for Mike, though. That he didn't come away with nothing, John, but JT with the 2 points on the counter.
Sometimes, Ken, when you're walking the lines, then you get bit.
That sounds like is that a country song?
Yeah, that's right.
Or, okay, you would know. You would know. That's a nice hat, by the way. All right, JTE, you're up. Let's give it a big spin. That's a good spin. Plenty of rotation on that, John.
Got a spin.
No, it seems a little lame, I'll be honest with you. Hits line already. Oh,
Kevin Smith movies.
I'll take it.
He's gonna take Kevin
I don't want that
Smith
opponent's choice.
movies.
I wouldn't
All right,
take
he's
it.
gonna.
Good call.
You know, when you get 2 points to the steal, John, you can take those kind of chances.
That's right, that's right.
4 questions to you, John. We'll be delivering the questions.
All right, JT, what was the first film in which Kevin Smith played the character of Silent Bob?
First film?
James Silent Bob Strike Back.
Clerks.
That's correct for 2 points.
There we go.
JT takes the lead.
All right, JT, your second question in the category of Kevin Smith. In what Marvel film does Kevin Smith have a small role as a forensic assistant by the name of Jack Kirby?
Daredevil.
That's correct.
Good
2 points.
Damn it.
Wow. All right.
Third
All
question.
right, third question. What Kevin Smith directed film stars Justin Long as a character by the name of Wallace Brighton?
Don't know this for sure. I don't want to go multiple choice. Tusk.
That's correct for 2 more
Damn,
points.
Wow, incredible.
Opens up a 13-8 lead here.
All right.
Fourth question.
Here we go. In Jersey Girl, who plays graduate student Maya, who befriends Ben Affleck's character?
Liv Tyler.
It's one of 2 girls, but I'm not sure which one, so let's go multiple choice just so he can't steal.
All right. Somehow the 2 girls aren't going to appear on this list, but all right. A, Jennifer Lopez. B, Courtney
Liv
Cox.
Tyler.
C, Liv Tyler. Or D, Jennifer Gardner.
D. Jennifer Garner.
That's incorrect.
Liv Tyler.
That is correct for
No.
steal.
Kalinowski,
All right,
stand it.
that was a competitive second round,
Yeah,
John.
it was,
You don't see a lot of steals that much there.
round.
We got
No.
it there. All right, guys, we are on to round number 3. This is it. It all comes down to the third and final round to see who will go on to face Sam Levine, the Inglorious One, in the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles finale. The finals are so close. This is it, guys. You're going to have a choice between 1 and 20. I'm going to need 3 numbers. Those numbers will correspond to categories, and those will be your 2, 3, and 5-point questions. Mike, you do have 2 JT rules left. JT, you do have 2 of your own rules left. With that, JT, you have a 13-9 lead. Give me your numbers.
Let's go 5, 12, 13.
5, 12, and 13. KO, give me your numbers.
I did not get to use them against this movie, so I'm going to use them again. 3, 14, and 17.
3, 14, and 17. All right, Kalinowski does have a little bit of wiggle room in these questions here, so John, if you're ready, go ahead and deliver the goods.
All right, let's see. Your first number was number 3. Is that correct?
Three.
All right, that's the category.
Don't look at smile. Come on now. What is this?
Dance. The category of dance
Dance
movies.
movie.
Ghost of Miss
Movies! Ghost of Miss Movies filling it in. All right.
All right.
Hold on.
This one will drive.
Mike is taking off his jacket.
Here it is. It's ready. He's going to give me a pirouette here. All right. Who plays Baby's father in Dirty Dancing?
Oh,
Okay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Jerry Orbach?
That is correct.
Very
2
good.
points. 2 points there.
Yeah.
All right, that puts him 13 to 11.
13 to 11.
13-11. He is going to need this question to send it back to JT. It's a 3-point question.
3-point question here.
JT has 13 points. This is a 3-point question.
There's a lot of threes in this game.
Yeah.
All right, this is category number 14. Fantasy sci-fi.
Okay, all right.
All right. For your 3-point question. In what sci-fi film will you find Olivia Wilde playing the mother of Justin Timberlake?
in time.
That's
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Yeah.
incorrect.
In
In
time.
time.
In time.
All right.
All right.
Wow.
We have got a big moment here, John.
Yes.
A 5-point question coming in to Mike Kalinowski. If he gets his point, he sends it back to JT. If he misses it, JTE wins and goes on to face Sam, the Inglorious One, in the finale of the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Tournament. A lot riding on this. The number was 17.
Wow.
John, take it
All right.
away.
The category is 2000s.
Okay.
5-point question. Who played Prince Hector of Troy in 2004's Troy?
Eric Bana.
That is correct for 5 points and sends it back over.
Here we go.
Sends it
tough,
back
man. I
over
knew it,
with
but that's
a lead. All right, it all goes down to JT here. He's got get over this hump. He needs 4 points. 4 points.
going on
The
out
crowd is. We hear random yelling.
Some sort of animal noise coming out of a
That
human
was
being.
a homeless man from Burbank. Get him out of here. Okay. All right, JT, you chose the number 5 for your 2-point question. That is the category of Will Smith.
Oh, my.
Will Smith. 2-point question.
I protest this question right now.
Who plays Will Smith's partner in the Bad Boys film?
Martin Lawrence.
I protest this question right now.
I believe that would be Martin Lawrence.
That is correct for 2 points.
Ben Bateman or am I playing JT?
That's a two-pointer.
Ben Bateman or
It's a
JT?
two-pointer. It's a
All
two-pointer.
right, 2-pointer. He still has to get the questions here. JT is looking at a potential win right at this moment, John Roca.
Yes.
His 3-point question could put him into the finals. Here you go. He chose the number 12. It is the category of 70s.
Ooh.
70s.
Wow.
What is the name of the primary villain in Blazing Saddles?
Wow. Whew. No, I grew up in the 70s.
You want the actual name, not nicknames, are you saying?
Character's name, yes.
No tank here.
Yeah, all right.
Tank here.
Gonna need an answer here in 5, 4, 3.
Buddy?
Incorrect. Looking for Hedley Lamar.
Wow.
I had no idea.
Oh!
It all comes down to this
Oh
5-point
my
question.
gosh! Here we go. You can hear the pizza I had for lunch is sitting right here in my throat. My doctor does not recommend what I'm feeling in my heart right now. All right, this is a 5-point question to decide it all. You chose the number 13. That corresponds to the category of 90s movies. 90s movies.
Right to the 13th number.
Your 5-point question. Name one of the products that Wayne holds up while making fun of product placement in Wayne's World.
Hold on. It's got to be one of the ones Wayne held and not Garth.
Do you want to repeat the question?
Repeat the question.
Name one of the products that Wayne holds up while making fun of product placement in Wayne's World.
Doritos.
And your winner, moving on to face the Inglorious One, Little Evil, JTE.
This is a barn burner of a match, back and forth. Both men stumbled at certain times on things they should have known, and then both men hit some great answers to some questions. So this is what you want from a semifinal match. Going down to the last question, the 5-point question. JT gets it. Wayne's World, who knew? I just hope there isn't a height requirement for this finals. I'm a little worried about it. Sam
You're
Levine
still
and JT.
fighting. You're still fighting. I'll tell you what, Kalinowski played a great game, and he's
really
going to
did.
be up all night thinking of that little in time versus time. But I've been there. I've said things before I showed up. Maybe that's the case here. But JT, that came down to the end, and I was not surprised, but also surprised that it really came down to a final moment. We have, because of Commissioner Thad's ruling, we have the wonderful Emma Fife with both competitors. Let's see what's going on back there.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with today's victor, Little Evil. JTE continuing to just have an impressive showing here in the Schmoedown. You know, JTE, it seems that the rest of your crew has abandoned you today, except for, frankly, the only one who I think might be redeemable, Ms. Grace Hancock. So, Grace, do you have any comments on JTE today?
I don't. No.
Okay. Well, I guess that covers that.
Listen, I told the rest of the people they didn't have to come. Mike, I called him earlier vanilla. That's what he is. Why show up for vanilla? You show up for a good meal. You don't show up for a 99-cent Cone at McDonald's.
Listen,
that's what he is.
I'm pretty sure that Mike Kalinowski, most people think that he's really a heroic figure here in the Schmoedown.
He beat Makuga. He beat Miss Movies. I went through Snyder and McWeenie. I don't know. I mean, I'll give him some credit only because he actually showed up to play a little bit. Actually, I got to take that back. I actually had a bad day.
Wow.
Game by me, guys. I missed some questions I should have got right away. I still beat him. I'm not even my best in beating this guy.
Okay, listen, JTE, I think that you're demeaning Mike Kalinowski a little bit too much. I'm not going to say that you didn't pull out a victory today because that would be incorrect, because here you are standing victorious. That is an actual fact that occurred today. But come on, you got to show a little deference for your competitor.
I don't, Emma.
Okay, well, I'm really glad that you are continuing to live up to my expectations, JTE.
Listen, here's the problem. He got in the way of something that no one should ever get in the way of, and that's destiny. I'm not talking about the video game you guys are all playing at home. I'm talking about the thing where the gods from heaven see somebody and like, that is the chosen one to go all the way. So they clear the path for him.
JTE, you're turning this into some sort of like divine intervention sort of situation.
Thank you, Emma, it is.
No, well, but I mean, to your own argument then, you're basically saying that you are not actually good at movie trivia, you're just destined to win. You see how that's
Is Hercules
sort of
strong?
Yep.
The gods gave him the power because he knew how to use it.
Well, listen, actually, what happened was Hercules is a half son of Zeus and a mortal woman. There's like a whole lot of that going on in Greek mythology, actually. But nope, I don't. Pretty sure that's not the case, JTE.
Well, listen, let's talk about who I got to face next. It's supposed to be Clash of the Titans. It's the clash of me versus somebody who's not as good as me. I would try to come up with something more clever, but I don't quite think he deserves it. I think Sam has some strengths, but he has a lot of weaknesses. A lot. Go back and watch the tape, people.
My ears were burning.
Really?
Way out in the west side of LA, and I just
got here really fast.
Thank you so much.
I know my voice could reach that far.
I can teleport. Well, no, actually, you made The Wire. They said that someone almost as good at public speaking as our president was being interviewed after his match today. So I had to come over and see this one for myself.
Wait, is that you? Is that why you're here?
Yeah, so anyway, I want you to know I'm also really looking forward to our match because here's what I think is probably going to happen is I'm gonna snatch that away from you.
Okay.
And then me and Drew,
the guy beat. Yep.
we are going to take the belts away from you and Snyder.
Wait, me and Snyder both beat
the Spectacular.
Okay.
And then between you and your boyfriend Jeff, no belts. And between me and my pal Drew, all the belts. And good news, I already spoke to Thad, the commissioner. There won't be any questions where you're required to write down more than 3 words in a row.
Thank you.
In our match, so
Why are you trying to give me a better chance? I'm already going to be better than you.
I think you're safe.
Listen, you came here calling me Trump. You're coming out here like Sean Spicer, just talking garbage and not telling the truth. You need to get out of here because you're not on my level. I'm sorry.
I think we're about the same height.
Yeah, you guys look like you're about the same height here.
If we're measuring trivia, you're a Smurf. You're down here. You're a Smurf.
Camera can't see that.
I know. That's the point. You're that small. I can't see you.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. I'm going to send you a thesaurus the night before.
Thank you.
You're going to have a good time that day.
All right, thank you, buddy.
right.
You really shouldn't be trying to help me, though, but
Good luck.
All right, not good luck to you.
Okay. Well, you know what, JTE? I think that Sam's
you
coming in
gotta
here,
love
being classy, wishing you good
JTE.
luck in your match, and you're just shooting him down.
Cody Trump in the first 3 seconds.
Listen. He's just standing up for himself, JTE, because there's a lot of people that I think are afraid to stand up to the Lions Den, and Sam Levine is not one of them. So
Yeah, I can't wait to beat him. I'm just gonna follow the script that the gods are writing, and I'm gonna beat him and go and win the championship from who's got a Christian? Yeah, he's too.
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you today, JTE. We will be right back with Mike Kalinowski. And we are back with Mike Kalinowski. Mike,
Yes.
really, you came into this one swinging.
I did, yeah.
It
was,
looked like you were going to continue to be the hero of the Schmoedown.
no,
And it came right down to the last question, man.
I tell you, look at the ones I got wrong. I put the tank. I knew who the character was. I just
Yep.
put Frank. Could
Yep.
I challenge that? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Shanghai night, Shanghai noon, down to that one.
Time of
there.
day, man. It's
In
important.
time.
Yep.
But then, I don't know, for a while there, in the third round, I thought I was fighting Ben Bateman with his easy question of the 2-point of, Mark Lawrence. What was that? Okay, so that was, but it was great. This was my first time going into the third round and having to go through all my 3 questions. So as far as me looking back on how I did, I'm proud of the way I did with that.
Yeah.
He did great. He was a fantastic. It was the wheel,
Yep.
ScarJo for the first one. I don't think anyone would have taken that.
And I mean, considering the
would've.
fact that in this tournament you have been knocking people out, as you said, this
Right,
was the
yeah.
first time in a while you've had to go through all of your round 3
Absolutely,
questions. There's a good possibility that you could have choked with the pressure of the third round, and you definitely didn't.
That was the thing, and it came down to that last question for him, and I didn't, if it went the way it went.
It did.
I don't know what to say. It was a great match against him.
It was. I mean,
thinking back, you always think on your mistakes.
You do. It's hard to let those things go, especially when, you've got Little Evil just constantly reminding you of your mistakes at all times.
Yeah, and then, Little Miss Movies tried to rear her ugly head again with the dance question there for a number that I picked.
That is true.
Well, we saw how that went. So.
Yes. You held it together. I mean,
She'll always be there, I think, so.
She is. She's always just going to be haunting you a little bit.
Yes.
But, again, I think that you can leave today's match with your head held high, and that there's going to be a lot of people out there that are fans of yours that are sad to see you go.
They like
Yeah,
the
they like the vanilla.
Hey, people, they have to have, their people with them and their tricks and their gimmicks and whatnot. I don't rely on that, so
Sure.
hey, teach their own.
Absolutely. Now, Johnny, you are standing here supporting Mike Kalinowski today as a member of the league. What do you have to say about your teammates' performance?
Well, Mike, first thing, I have to correct you. You are still the hero. There's a reason Adam, Roxy, and I said, Mike, go out there by yourself. You got this. And that's perfectly okay. We're looking ahead to the spectacular, which brings me to the Lions Den. You need to listen right now. Look, up until now, the league, we've been relatively silent. We believe in the process of speak softly, carry, and swing a big stick. And as you can tell by Mike Kalinowski's performances, he has that big stick. But the Lions Den, the league has an issue with you. Because together, you all have the moral compass of someone who would sell a dead bird to a blind kid. And yes, that's a Dumb and Dumber reference, because Dumb and Dumber are the name of Tom Dagnino's parents. Tom, Finstock. It doesn't matter how many personalities you have inside of that dirty, water-infested used bong that you call a brain. The one thing all those personalities have in common, if I could borrow a word from the lioness, is that they're all losers. And that's why you have so much protection around you. JTE, a man whose ego is going to catch up with him almost as fast as his hairline. Robert Meyer Burnett, a dude who makes Biff Tannen look like marriage material. Mark Andraco and Jeff Snyder. I actually really enjoy both of your work. And last but not least, the lovely lady. It doesn't matter if you call yourself Grace or Herbie or John Hancock. You're going to rue the day you signed on with the Lions Den, because when all is said and done, it doesn't matter how loud you all roar in the spectacular when we are all lifting up Adam Gertler and Mike Kalinowski in victory as if their names are Simba. It'll be because we just put all of you down like your names were Mufasa.
Whoa.
Unite the league.
Wow. I like it.
Wow.
Strong words. Listen, I am inspired to join the league myself to take on the Lions Den after that speech, Johnny. Well, Mike Kalinowski, you may not have won today, but it sounds like there is a plan in place to make both you and Adam Gertler future victors here in the Schmoedown.
We've got great fans out there. I'm a winner.
You do.
I love these guys.
Yep. So much love to all the people who keep believing in the winners and the heroes and the league here in the Schmoedown. Now back to you, Roka and Ken.
All right, John, you see there, Kalinowski, humble in defeat. He's going to learn from this, but he's going to keep his head up. He's a threat. He's a threat in teams. He's a threat in inner geekdom, and he is not done here. This tournament really cemented Kalinowski as one of the stars of this league. You talked about new school, old school. He is definitely in that new school category. But JTE, you can hear JTE there calling this a win of destiny. That JTE thinks his victory in the finals will be one of destiny. He is talking about that destiny, and he's respectful of Mike as well. Yeah. Hard-fought battle, but you can see the Lions Den is not done roaring here in the Schmoedown.
Yeah, this is going to be an incredible matchup between Sam and JT. I guarantee you nobody had these two in the finals against each other at the beginning, and it's great. That's what's so great about this tournament. You never know what can happen. You never know who's going to show up on what day and pull something. And JT, to all his credit, has really made it all the way back to be considered a legitimate challenger.
Absolutely. The days of his losing streak are long gone. He's proven himself. He put himself in that Hall of Fame category, but he's still got a big match coming up against the inglorious one, Sam Levine. So, John, it's been a pleasure to call this semifinal match with you. It's been absolute fun. And, maybe a fan out there can take you on the Schmoedown app. The Movie Trivia Schmoedown app is out there. Don't forget to listen to the Schmoedown Rundown and get all the stories. Me on Inside Schmoedown. Go to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. Request to be a member so you can get all the stats, all the gossip, all the fun. And speaking of stats, right now, Frank Janish is back there talking about the stats of this game.
What's up, everyone? Frank from the Rundown, and we have our tournament finals matchup set now that JTE has defeated Mike Kalinowski by a score of 20-16. In the first round, Kalinowski wasn't his usual self, as he only scored 5 points. It's the first time this season he has scored fewer than 6 points in this round. And that was good news for JTE, who also scored 5, who up until his last match had never scored more than 5 points. Now, when Kalinowski opted to spin again in the second round and landed on Arnie and Sly, this is where the match began to turn in favor of JTE. Kalinowski, he was only able to earn 3 points during his turn, and he also gave up 2 points in steals to JTE. Now, his 3 points ties a career low in this round when he first did it in his match against Drew McWeeny. As for JTE, his total 8-point round 2 performance ties his career high when he first set it against William Bibiani in his upset win in his first match of the season. Now, JTE, he would need every bit of his 4-point lead heading into the third round to fend off Kalinowski's comeback. It was the first time in 5 matches Kalinowski had to venture past his 2-point question. But by answering his 5-point question, he forced JTE into a pretty tight spot. JTE also made things a bit interesting after missing his 3-point question. That was the first time that had happened in over 4 matches. But in typical JTE fashion, he came up clutch once again with a 5-pointer and punching his ticket to the tournament finals against Sam Levine. Now, let's go inside the numbers for this match. Kalinowski, by all accounts, had a very pedestrian match, answering 10 of 16 for a 63% accuracy rate, but in the process, he did extend his steal streak by 1 and is now 9 for 9 lifetime. And while JTE's performance on an accuracy level was the weakest of his tournament run, answering 12 of 17 for an accuracy rate of 71% in this match, his accuracy rate for the tournament sits at 75%, which is 5% above the tournament average. Now that we have reached our way to the final, here's a look at how the performances have progressed throughout the tournament. The winner's accuracy rate has stayed consistently in the high 70s, while the losing players had gotten incrementally better, showing an overall increase of nearly 6%. As we look how we got our finals matchup, both players did not have an easy road to get here. Looking at Sam Levine, he had to defeat William Bibiani, John Roca, and Rachel Cushing. Those opponents' accuracy rate averaged 78% against Levine, who's averaging 70% thus far in the tournament himself. Now JTE, his road was no different, defeating Drew McWeeny, his teammate Jeff Snyder, and now Mike Kalinowski. Those opponents' accuracy rate averaged 70%, while JTE, he averaged 75% thus far in the tournament. And when we look at records, we're going to look at the steal leaders real quick because as number 1, Kalinowski maintains that status. He is, again, 9 for 9 and continues to be number 1 among players with 6 or more opportunities. And the points leader, JTE, he goes from number 7 on this list all the way up to number 3 with 181 points in 14 matches. He is now just 1 point behind Josh Makuga. And now, if that's not enough for you and need more stats and info on your favorite players and teams, go follow SD Rundown Stats on Twitter for more. And if you want to listen to a full breakdown and analysis of this and every other match, be sure to check out the Schmoedown Rundown podcast every week on the SK Plus YouTube channel, as well as on the Schmoes Know podcast feed on iTunes. All right, this is going to do it for your post-match Schmoedown breakdown.
Well, that's another reaction for you. I had a feeling, man, JTE, he's on fire. Him and Sam Levine, that is going to be a fucking epic battle. And it could be a preview of the spectacular if Above the Line is able to defeat Team Action and go on to face the Patriots at the spectacular. So, great matches coming up. This is your boy C-Dub, and until next time, peace.